Greetings to everyone that's watching me now. I am Emekesiri, barrister and solicitor. I am the chairman of the Biafra project, which we now describe as Biafra Project Phase 2. What we mean is that this Biafra independence project has entered into the second phase. The first phase has been accomplished, and that is the awareness creation phase. Starting from 1999 or thereabout, when Chief Raf Wazike started with his members, master, up to the time when we came in. So they have created awareness. Nnamdi was his disciple and later joined us when we gathered the elders together and created the body known as Indigenous People of Biafra. Nnamdi joined us and also continued with awareness creation through the Radio Biafra. So these people have helped a lot. They have created awareness. But after creation of awareness, what next? That is the issue. Biafra independence struggle has been preached to all parts of the world. And what is the next? The next now is what we are calling Biafran Project Phase 2. And what is this Phase 2? Phase 2 is the creation of Biafra within Nigeria as a regional government. The creation of Biafra within Nigeria as a regional government. Just like Scotland governs itself within Britain, so also Biafra shall govern itself within Nigeria. And we are telling people that we are still Nigerians. Yeah, many people out of zeal, lack of knowledge, they say they are no longer Nigerians. And I have seen people destroying their Nigerian passports and talking against Nigerian government. That is not right. Now, we are still Nigerians, but we are Biafrans living in Nigeria, seeking for independence. Just like Scottish people of Scotland, they are British, but they are seeking for independence from Britain. They cannot say they are not British because they are looking for independence. In the same way, we cannot say we are not Nigerians because we are looking for independence. No, we are still Nigerians. And we must respect Nigerian law, respect Nigerian government, respect constituted authorities. We should not abuse them or insult them or provoke them. No, that's not how to go about it. So we, the people who believe in me and believe in my team, we believe in the legal methodology, the method of due process to get Biafra. And it consists of the judicial, the political, and diplomatic processes. And we are getting it. Today we signed the legal instrument creating and activating the customary government of Biafra. Now, we have set all the structures in place. We have put them in place. And we will continue in this way until we attain the independence that is our goal. Our next stage where we are now is the Biafra Phase 2 project. That is autonomy, having Biafra within Nigeria. That is where we are at the moment. When we build on it, develop on it, strengthen ourselves, organize ourselves before the next phase, that is Phase 3. That is when there will be a referendum to decide whether we shall pull out entirely from Nigeria or still remain. It depends on what the Biafrans decide at that time. But for now, we want to have Biafra within Nigeria at the moment, and that is the regional government of Biafra. Today, we signed the legal instrument activating the customary government of Biafra. Now, I signed it, was created by the law firm Emeka Chambers as a legal instrument. And I signed it with a seal issued by the Nigerian Bar Association, my seal, as a barrister and solicitor who created that legal instrument. And then the leaders of Biafra signed, they endorsed and witnessed the document. Then when we perfect this thing and register it and serve it on the appropriate government departments, Biafrans have started. The details will be made known to you as you get the copies of what we signed. It is a legal instrument constituting, creating, and activating the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. Under national law, international law, contract law, private law, in fact, it's like treaty law. So when you get a copy of it and go through it, you understand what it is all about. But it is a legal instrument activating the customary government of Biafra in the absence of a bill passed by the National Assembly or House of Assembly. You know, people don't understand this. We were waiting for a House of Assembly to pass the customary government bill into law, just like Sharia bill was passed into law by their House of Assembly. But in the East, no House of Assembly is willing to help us to pass the customary government bill into law. Therefore, we now use another legal system, another legal method, another strategy, a legal instrument that creates a customary government. Well, when you go through it, or when you get it, you see what it is all about. You know, well, let me now explain briefly the difference between the two. When House of Assembly passes a bill into law, and when we create a government through the legal instrument we have just signed, the difference is this: when the House of Assembly passes a bill into law, it becomes binding automatically upon the people. If National Assembly passes a bill into law, it becomes binding automatically upon the people. But this legal instrument we signed today, creating the customary government by, it's like treaty law, contractual law, or private law. It becomes binding when the representatives of the people, the community, the pro-Biafra groups, the associations, whoever ratifies, it takes effect by ratification or accession, just like treaties are ratified or acceded to. So that's the only difference. So the other one by parliament becomes automatically enforceable and binding upon the people, while this one becomes enforceable upon accession or ratification. That's the only difference. But it is legal, it's powerful, legal. So it creates the customary government. You have heard what I said, that we are Biafrans living in Nigeria. I want to encourage you. Sometimes people tell me that they are afraid that the Nigerian authorities harass them, embarrass them, or beat them, or arrest them, or shoot them when they put on Biafra regalia like I'm putting on now. If you are Biafran and you go your normal duty, go about your normal business with your Biafran identity, nobody is going to harass you. Because this is Exhibit 15, B15 in the court, in the Federal High Court. It is before the court. Nobody can arrest you. We are Biafrans by indigenous identity, even though we are still Nigerians. So I don't see why people should be afraid of identifying themselves as Biafrans. Today we issue certificates to Biafrans who registered in the database, in the Biafran database. So you go to our Biafra government website and register, put your name in the database. We are Biafrans, and we have told Nigerian government that we are Biafrans living in Nigeria. There's nothing wrong with that. But please go to our website, www.ipopgovernment.org, and log in and put your data in that database. Then you will receive your certificate of indigenous national identity. I want to encourage all the Biafrans all over the world. We have started a new thing. It is Biafra Project Phase 2. To organize ourselves as a people, as a government, organizing ourselves, ruling ourselves, moving together with one voice, so that the world will take us serious. Nigeria will take us serious. Governments of all countries will take us serious when we speak with one voice. So that is it. Don't be afraid. Biafra has been restored. The only thing is, we are looking for a territory that will be delineated. In fact, we even have territory, southeast, south, and part of Middle Belt. It's our territory, but it's not delineated on a map yet. But the people have been identified as Biafrans. So ours is even better than the Jews who were scattered when their country was destroyed by General Titus of Rome. Remember the fall of Jerusalem, when it was destroyed and the Jews were sent in exile all over the world until 1948. They lost their territory, but they were able to come back because they were able to gather themselves together. Our own is even better. We have our territory. When Biafra lost the war, we didn't lose our people as indigenous people. We didn't lose the indigenous identity of our people. What we lost was our sovereignty. Our sovereignty was what we lost. We didn't lose our identity as a people. We still have the place. We are still on ground as Biafrans living in Nigeria. So our own is even better. It is easier for us to even transform to sovereign state when we fulfill the requirements for attainment of independence. And that's what we are doing now. Under international law, you are required to organize yourselves. Organize yourselves. And that's what we are doing now. The president of Nigeria even asked us to organize ourselves and vote to have a state within a state. When he was interviewed on the Al Jazeera TV, he said, let the Biafrans organize themselves and vote to have a state within a state.
How are you planning to deal with this issue of Biafra? You, of course, have first-hand experience.
After a 30-month civil war, at least 2 million Nigerians were killed. And for somebody to wake up, maybe he wasn't born when there was just fighting in Biafra and said he wants Biafra again. We have multi-party democratic system now. Let them organize themselves and vote for to have a state within a state.
So we are organizing ourselves, and that is the process we are doing now in Biafra Project Phase 2. Please be part of what we are doing. Stop kicking against one another. Stop fighting against one another. Be part of the Biafra Project Phase 2. And it will be well with all of us. God bless you. Thank you very much.